Hey everyone, here we are at Anderson Pens with Brian Anderson himself. Today I've asked him to come and share, which pens did I ask you to share today?
5 pens, top five pens, $200 to $500.
All right, so it's Brian's top 5 under 500, but the caveat is it's 200 to 500. We already did your under 200.
Yes.
We did your under 100, and today we're going to do your under 500. And I have my list right here.
Okay.
Because I know you so well, I have picked all your pens for you. And
we know how well that's worked before.
I know I'm right about one because I can see a bottle of ink next to you.
Okay.
The pens are covered, but the bottle of ink I can see, and it goes with the pen that I'm thinking. Anyway, in no particular order, or are they in an order?
They are in no particular order.
No particular order. Let's see if I'm right about the first one.
We're going to start out with the one that's in my pocket today.
Oh, I was not expecting that, except it is on my list.
The Platinum 3776 celluloid. This happens to be the koi version. I should say all 5 pens that I've chosen today are pens that I either personally own or have owned in the past.
As one would expect.
Yes.
And pens that you could live with for 12 months.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. So like the 3776, the koi is one of my favorites. 14 karat gold nib. Just a beautiful, beautiful coloring on this pen.
That is a beautiful pen. And the celluloids come in other patterns.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a lapis, there's a jade, there's a tortoise.
Beautiful feel in the hand. And I really like the feel of this pen, the celluloid. Mm-hmm. And I should say, we're not at the top of your price limit here.
This is kind of right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in your high threes.
Excellent, excellent value.
Yeah. So I love these. Cartridge converter. It's a great pen. I have this one in a broad nib, and I will say it's underutilized. That's why I got it out recently. So
okay. So far so good. What's number 2 here?
Number 2.
In no particular order.
In no particular order. The Sailor 1911 large REALO.
Aha.
I love this pen. This was actually it comes in black and gold, a black and rhodium, in a burgundy version. The burgundy version was actually my very first Sailor. When we first became a Sailor dealer, I bought a burgundy one. But I love that this ink window is right below the cap. So when you take this out of your case, you know how much ink is in here right away. Yeah. It's a piston filler. I know maybe the one complaint people have is maybe the ink capacity isn't as large as other piston fillers, but it's a piston filler Sailor. It's very nice. You can see the piston come up there. And it's just a nice, lovely pen. I love the cigar shape.
And comparing this 1911 REALO to a 1911 Standard. The only difference is that this is a piston filler?
Yes, that's really the only difference. The caps are not necessarily interchangeable, but we have discovered that there's some slight minor differences, but in all reality, it's just that it's a piston filler.
It's a pretty ink window.
Yeah.
As far as ink windows go. I do have the Sailor 1911 on my list. I'll tell you later if it's the REALO.
Tell me later. Okay. Next up, the only pen I don't currently actually actively have in my collection, but I did at one point, the blue Pelikan M600.
It's the M600.
600, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I like this size. It's a really nice size. The 400 is still a little bit small for my larger hands, and the 800 kind of falls outside that price point, but this is really a nice sized pen. The blue is just gorgeous, piston filler. And just everything about the M600 is fantastic. The way it posts, the way it caps, the 2-tone nib, just a fantastic pen.
I think the M600 is the only Pelikan size I haven't owned personally.
Oh, really? Okay.
Right. Because my favorite size is the 800, and I currently have a 400 and a vintage one. But great. Now, what do I like about these pens?
You like that the nib unit is threaded. So when you clean the pen, like you did before the video, Not this pen, but your pen. You can unscrew the nib. You can get a syringe in there, and you can clean out the barrel really easily.
Yeah, exactly what I do with my Pelikan because it makes cleaning it so easy. That is absolutely on my list.
It is on your
absolutely.
list. Okay, all right. Next up, the Waterman CARENE.
Yes, well, you wouldn't be Brian Anderson if you didn't have a Waterman on your list, which is, of course, why I chose that.
Of course, why you chose it. I just, and the reason I love this pen, not only is, and I have a couple, and there's a new blue one coming out, which I've actually, I've got one for myself set aside when they get here, but I love this pen because it's different. It's not like every other pen. There's a lot of pens that essentially are a cylinder with a gold nib, with the nib sticking out of it. The CARENE is just such a beautiful design, integrated nib unit, and it's got this beautiful taper here. The two-tone cap with the line, this deluxe is fantastic.
That cap is gorgeous.
It is great, really great. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful designed pen.
How does it write?
They write amazing.
Amazing.
They really write well.
I've never written with one, but it is a very pretty pen. Nice design elements. That nib is very nice to be.
It's very nice, yes.
We call this an inlaid nib.
Inlaid nib,
Inlaid nib. Very gorgeous. But yes, very nice choice. An obvious one for Brian Anderson.
I've always been a big fan of the Watermans with the inline nibs on them.
Well, you, if I had to say, obviously you like Estabrook.
Yeah.
Vintage Estabrook. And you're a big Waterman fan.
Yeah, even vintage. So.
Even vintage. Yep. And this is last but not least?
This is last but not least, the Pilot Custom 823 vacuum filler. I have the smoke pen here. But I love this pen, and what
there's the ink bottle.
What you saw is it comes with the bottle of ink, and it comes in this cool kind of a pedestal bottle that you can't actually buy separately.
Right, that's where the only place you can get that bottle, I think, is with the 823, unless it comes with other pens.
$288 bottle of ink, and you get a pen for free.
But what a pen you get!
Yes, you get a nice custom 823 14 karat gold nib. That's the number 15 size. It's bigger than custom 74. But it's vacuum filler, so this unscrews, ink shut off in the front. It's a great pen.
And comes in, this is smoke.
This is smoke.
It also comes in amber.
In amber, that's correct.
Which I like. I like the amber. And I think I like it because of the color, and I think you can see it a little clearer through the barrel.
Yes.
But another very nice choice.
It's a nice length, especially when posted.
I'm going to say something you may not believe, but this actually was on my list.
You got one on the list?
I did have the Sailor 1911, but I got the large and the Stormy Sea because, see, I don't usually pick the color, but I know you love that color.
Yes,
and
that
is
color
a gorgeous
is
color.
fantastic.
I had you down for an ST DuPont, D initial, because I know you like the shark blue color, and I know that one fits in our price range here. The Pilot 823, I did have a Platinum 3776 celluloid, and a Pelikan M600. So I did well this time. I didn't have to lie quite as much as usual. So we've done your 100, we've done your 200, we've done your 500. I'm going to ask you to come back sometime to do Sky's the Limit.
Sky's the Limit.
Sky's the Limit will be next. Thank you very much. Bye.